welcome. Episode 41. I don't know, you didn't do a beep. That put me off.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, episode 41, Fuel from Fire podcast, Bristol Metal Quarter. We are joined by a very special guest, Dan, from Witchstalker Promotions. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No problem at all. Look forward to it. You're our first promoter to have on, so should be quite exciting to pick your brain and see what the world of promoting is like, really. That should be quite fun. So as I said, thanks for reaching out to us. It was interesting. Thought we'd change things up a little bit today. Maybe we'd start with the gigs before jumping into your daily life and how you promote metal. We start some gigs that we went to.
Yeah.
Sure.
What,
yeah.
me first?
Why not? Ladies first.
Ladies first. Okay.
Ship before the shovel and all that.
Oh, I am not as prepared as you and didn't take any notes, but I went to go see Sanguisugabog.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you catch everyone?
No, annoyingly, I missed Celestial Sanctuary, which
That's a shame.
I know, I'm quite upsetty about that.
I would have. They were the reason I would have gone, actually.
Yeah, I heard they were good.
How did you miss them? Just time, work?
Timing. Who knows? Me, monkey brain.
Somewhere I'm supposed to be. Where is that?
But yes, Sanguisugabog. So it was also Gates to Hell, Fulci, I think you pronounce it. Yeah. Yeah, real cool. Gates to Hell had a big drum kit.
How big is big?
Fucking huge. This is a serious drum. I mean, I don't play drums, so I.
Did he use it all, or is it kind of like Nico McBrain from Iron Maiden? If you'd seen him live, you'd know.
Oh yeah, well I haven't seen Iron Maiden live as we discussed last time. I'll be honest, I wasn't paying attention. I was more looking at the vocalist just running about the stage.
Proper kind of old school American death style then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shorts, t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
Way to do it.
They were surprisingly young as well. I did notice. They just looked too young to
be that good.
To be that good, yeah. Fulci. If that's
Was it that order? Fulci, Celestial Sanctuary, Fulci.
No, Celestial Sanctuary, Gates to Hell, Fulci, Sanguisugabog.
Right.
Yeah. So, Fulci were fucking brutal. Also had a lot
Brutal's good, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Brutal's good. Had a lot of weird imagery on, you know how at the Fleece you've got the two TVs on either side?
Yeah.
Like, just playing some very gross videos. And to be honest, most of the set, it was kind of difficult to, like, make sure that I wasn't looking at it and I was paying more attention to not looking at what was on the screen than paying attention to what was actually going on.
So disgusting in the sense of hardcore porn, or disgusting in the sense of people ripped in half and people shat on? Or
being ripped in half, pigs being fed pork.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was gross.
Pigs eat everything. They're nasty.
Yeah,
nasty.
It was gross.
I didn't know bands could control the TVs in the Fleece.
No,
I always thought they'd turn them off, and it was just... I don't think I've ever seen the bands use it, to be honest.
No, I mean, it's cool though. Local bands, if you're playing the Fleece, use the TVs to your advantage.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
don't have pig porn on it.
Yeah, because I won't pay
Some people will watch it.
Yeah.
Jen included.
And then Sanguisugabog. Yeah, they were fucking heavy.
Yeah.
There was a lot of crowd surfers as well. That's been a reoccurring theme recently as well.
It has, yeah.
More and more people are crowd surfing.
Yeah, and they're not committing to it neither. Like, a lot of these youngsters getting up the stage, they like crowd surf up, and then like, oh, and just slowly come back in. It's like, no, you get up there and you cartwheel off the fucking stage.
There was a lot of that as well.
Good.
And they're all holding their phones. They're all like, they've got their phone like this in front of them while they're like, stage diving, crowd surfing, whatever.
That's at the point where you kind of go, I'll catch you. Oh, whoops.
Yep.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed it quite a few times now as well. And definitely this year, the amount of crowd surfers everywhere is just going up.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but, crack on. The Fleece is also probably a good enough place to do it because you've got all the poles to hold onto and,
Oh, I don't know, me and those poles.
I was going to say that extra hazard.
Oh, yeah.
As I know.
You broke your wrist, didn't you?
I broke my wrist on one of those poles.
I've seen some gnarly injuries in that. People like definitely breaking collarbones and go straight into it. You're like, oh, that's immediately like running outside. You're like, yeah, you're done for the night.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't understand it either. They closed for 2 weeks, and they could reinforce that ceiling with just beams that go across the roof. Like, it's not hard. Every other building does it. Like, there's no poles in here.
It is odd, isn't it? But
it's got character, and admittedly that's fun, but when it hosts metal gigs, it's not so fun.
I'd love to know the reason.
Yeah.
Fleece, why do you have poles?
I'm guessing it's protected. This is probably why they haven't changed it. Or maybe they like the lawsuits and injuries. Who knows?
Maybe.
When you buy a ticket, you probably sign the little tick box going, you agree to conditions, and therefore if you're stupid enough to break a bone, that's on you. So yeah, other than the fact they're brutally heavy, anything else?
I didn't realise they don't have a bass player.
That's annoying. Does it sound like they have a bass player though?
In hindsight, I don't know if I've ever really paid much attention, actually. But yeah, there was not a bass, unless I'm wrong. I'm now doubting myself. I'm pretty sure they didn't have a bass player.
Oh.
Weird.
That is weird.
Yeah. But yeah, disgustingly heavy. I'm very upset though they didn't play my favourite song.
Which is?
I don't remember. The industrial sounding. This is
I love them so much, I just don't know what they're called though.
This is why I need to take notes.
The Yellow Album, eh?
The Yellow Album. My favourite song is... It is Repulsive Demise on the most recent album. So it's the really industrial sounding one.
Cool.
Really sounds like Godflesh, sort of like heavy, big machinery, clunky,
nice,
gross sounds. And they came on stage to it, and in my head I was like getting really excited. I was like, oh, they're going to open with my favourite song.
I gotta break another bone.
Yeah, I can't wait to break my other wrist. It turns out that was just like the kind of intro track for them to come on the stage to.
That's a bit disappointing.
I know.
Did they play much off the new album?
Yes. Yeah.
Entirety or just, well, obviously not that one.
No, not entirety, but like a fair amount of it. Good. Yeah. Yeah, and the vocalist got a tattoo. He said like upstairs in the fleece, which is a bit odd. That's
own personal tattooist.
Right, that's bloodborne pathogens waiting to happen. But
that's going to be nasty. Like,
right?
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
What is upstairs of the fleece?
There's like
sweat.
The teeniest, tiniest green room. It's literally it's like a small corridor with like benches on either side. At least it was a long time ago. But yeah. Cool. But yeah, he was like, yeah, man, I'm going to have a bit of Bristol on me forever.
I couldn't imagine anything worse than going on stage after getting tattooed and sweating your ass off into said tattoo.
I can't be good for it.
No. And yes, it's pretty hardcore. It's got, that's cool, yeah, I got a tattoo, but come on, man.
We're getting too old for these shenanigans. We're like, that's not
I need
safe.
3 weeks of healing instantly. No sweat, no gym, nothing. Awesome. Any other thoughts on it, or that's it?
No, good
Excellent.
gig, had fun, very, very sold out.
I was going to say it is sold out, wasn't it?
Would be nice to see them at a bigger venue next time for sure, especially with how heaving it was.
Sold out pretty quick as well, I think.
It did, yeah.
Which is usually a sign that, usually the question I might ask you later about tickets and stuff. I don't know if the venues, actually, bring it up now, why not? When you're talking to venues, if you sell the capacity of the venue, do they talk to each other and kind of go, well, actually, you can move to this venue, or are they a bit, no, this is ours and tough shit?
Yeah, you'd kind of have to negotiate that yourself with the venues, I think.
Right.
And
get lucky that they have a same free slot and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, that's the thing. Kind of venues get booked up, so it's really difficult to shuffle last minute, I think.
Yeah. Because, I often wonder that. It's kind of, like, that's a
it
prime
does
one.
happen sometimes, but yeah.
Yeah, they sold out in weeks, not even. And, you kind of thought they were obviously should have gone for a bigger venue, but I guess they didn't know the size of the venues.
Yeah.
As we're on it. You obviously promote around Bristol, so you know the venues quite well. Do you go outside of Bristol?
So mainly in Bristol, we've done a few kind of shows down in Cornwall, actually. So kind of my partner, the second half of Witchstalker Promotions, he's based in Newquay, so he puts on a few shows down there every once in a while. So yeah, have weirdly a knowledge of venues in Bristol and Newquay.
Ah, cool.
But yeah, it's kind of...
So you kind of know the capacity of each venue before getting the bands, or what way do you kind of...
Yeah, so we kind of look at capacity. It's kind of thinking what type of event we want to do.
Yeah.
And what level of bands we're going to get. and that is going to kind of dictate, what ticket sales are likely going to be, how much we can push it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's always a bit of a chicken and egg thing as well, kind of.
Yeah.
How far can you stretch it, and
How
much of a gamble really is it? At the end of the day, it's a bit of a gamble. Are people going to show up and buy tickets to your
True.
event?
If you have a 200 capacity venue and 50 people show up, look shit.
Yeah.
If you have a 50 capacity venue and 50 show up, it's amazing.
Yeah, so it's kind of one of those things.
Yeah. Cool. We shall fire more questions at you as we go through. Jen, you been any other gigs?
No, I think that's it.
Right. Dan, you been to anything recently?
I was at another gig at the Fleece recently. Went to see Faytooth. Don't know if
Fairy Doom.
Basically Fairy Doom.
I'm still perplexed what Fairy Doom actually is.
I mean, I wasn't actually familiar with the term before. It's just they play a kind of, I'd say, quite ethereal sounding doom. So it's kind of, female vocals. So it's kind of very heavy crushing guitars, but then this kind of ethereal voice over it, and it's a bit drony. So you kind of get into this trance when you're listening to
cool.
it, and it like. And they had a really good energy on stage. It was just,
which is always good for Doom.
So it's you kind of, it's difficult with Doom because a lot of it is kind of on the surface just very slow, not much happening. So you kind of need that engagement or kind of some energy going to the audience, and they were really, really good with that.
Did they have supports, or was it just in by themselves?
Yeah, they had a couple supports. I'm struggling with the name of the first support. Sorry.
Welcome to Fuel from the Fire. Among the bands we go through, we look at it and go, what the fuck? Like, there's no way I can pronounce this.
The second one was a band called Coltane. They're from Germany. They're really good. It's kind of more on the like post-metal side.
Okay,
But very kind of heavy sound.
Nice.
Good, yeah.
And the opening act. Can't remember the name, but year and A.
Yeah, they were good as well. I'm sorry about the name. Yeah, but they're really good.
Awesome.
So yeah, that was good.
Did the crowd have energy?
Yeah, I think it's you kind of can tell when everybody starts headbanging.
The slow nod.
Sync and it's like that's about as energetic as it was going to get. So,
yeah.
But no like crowd surfing or anything. But that would be weird. So.
Oh yeah. Ben from Prometheus said that in the episode we interviewed him as well. He's like, when you're playing your song and you just look out and you just see the very slow nod and in sync with everyone. You're like, yes, we're doing a thing. We've evoked this emotion in everyone.
I guess you could crowd surf very slowly.
You could. The stranger things that have happened.
Yeah.
I've been in a circle of death, wall of death, and mosh pit that were walking level, so no speed in them. I've done a slow motion conga line.
Where?
That was a Bloodstock. That was for what's the name of the band? They come out with pink flamingos, wearing pink flamingos.
Was that like Party Cannon or something?
No, they played the Heidevolk Festival recently. Ashby's gonna kill me. Yeah, they were on the Thursday night and everyone walked in and go, what the fuck's going on here? And yeah, they were just carnage. It was just yeah, and they were like, we want a conga line, but the slowest conga line ever. And it was like, challenge accepted, obviously. So yeah, the entire tint just started going like one hand and just like, what? Yeah, so all sorts of crazy shit can happen. And their stuff is quick as well, so, a bit weird. Anyway, yeah. Anything else you've been to?
I was at the Epimetheus gig as well. I actually had the pleasure of playing because I play drums in HORA. We got to open for them, so that was just like a super fun night.
Yeah.
Supporting them on their album launch. And they kind of sold out the venue, so we had like a crowd there to watch us, which is really good. And then you could tell everyone was really like into their stuff as well.
Yeah, it's the first time I've seen the basement, the exchange, where it was full basically up to the bar.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just the part in front of the band, like the whole way around was full, which was cool.
So I think, and their album's amazing. So I think they might be one of those bands that's about to go on the up.
Hopefully.
Hope
yeah,
so.
It'd be nice.
They're super good.
Yeah, that was a good gig. Row of Ashes didn't really do it for me. They were there was too much going on. You guys were excellent. One of the comments I think I said, and correct me if I'm wrong as you hear, I didn't know he was in the band at the time.
Awkward.
Are you related to one of the other members?
I'm not, no.
Okay. There was quite an age difference.
Yeah, we're kind of a varied group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Right. What else? What have I been to? I was at Metal to the Masses Heat 2, which had Quintona, which I'm going to try a new thing. I'm going to put what the band is described as and then what I thought they were actually sounded more like.
Okay.
So, Quintona, modern metalcore, with Smiling Politely, which is post-hardcore, apparently. And that was I put a question mark against that one because I really wouldn't put him that. Lucis, progressive new wave American metal, and I said this when we talked about it, and you messaged them and went, "What the fuck? That makes no sense."
Yeah, their response was, "What was that on Spotify or something?" And then that was kind of end of conversation, to be honest. So
I don't know where I got it because generally when I'm looking up about the bands, I don't just go on the first one because it could be the same name, so try to figure out if they're linked to a gig or whatever. Try to figure it out that way. And then to try find the actual band, it can be quite difficult. So sometimes I get it wrong, and do apologise to the bands for that. Next one was Horizon's Demise, which was metalcore, and then Bear Pit, which for a Bristol band is the best name I think I've heard, because everyone from Bristol knows what Bear Pit is.
Yeah.
And they were classed metalcore. So Quintona, I basically said this is their second gig. In my notes, it was like same as last time except better. So scroll down to last time. It saved me writing. I was busy. Talk amongst yourselves. Right. So this time they had no problem with nerves. They did the first one. Absolutely came out swinging. Absolutely no problems with them at all. Sound amazing. Again, they class themselves as modern metalcore. They're on the heavy in the metalcore. Like there's very little cleaner vocals. Is definitely quick, aggressive, fast punching face, which is marvellous. Bass player, thunderous sound, very quick. I also mentioned that looked like Ozzy in the early days. You can't throw that. You see him on stage and it just looks like Ozzy. I mean, it's amazing. Real chunky, tasty breakdowns in there, and no problems with sound. Now, if I scroll back up to my notes to finish off. Look very professional on stage. Did the crowd go on considering they're the opening band? That seems to be a bit of a curse for Metal to the Masses if you're the first band. This year has proven it different because Jura got through in Heat 1 and Quintona got through in Heat 2, which is well deserved. They had a wall of deck going. Well, they got a wall of deck going. They split the crowd right down the middle.
Yeah.
And we're kind of doing the wait kind of thing, but kind of forgot to interact with the crowd at that point. So the crowd were kind of waiting, kind of go, when do we go? You started your music, like, what point do we, you just go and everyone goes, right? They kind of forgot to do that, and then they stopped and changed song. I was like, hang on, what just happened?
So did they just stay split for the rest of the show?
It kind of slowly started to merge back together, and it was like, oh, you had everyone literally on the point of going.
Like edging them. For
and then just stopped and changed song. I was like, guys, come on. Yeah, I wanted to see him play for longer. They would tear Bloodstock a new one. I'm very glad they're coming up in the scene. That was I think it was their second gig. Fucking mind blowing. I actually voted for them. They were phenomenal.
Nice. Good for them. Well done, Quintona.
Yeah, they were really happy when they got through as well. They were filming it just in case they did get through, and it's a really cool video. Next band, Smiling Politely. So the reason I put post-hardcore question mark in my original title is because that's not them at all. They're kind of pop-punky emo, kind of light end of hardcore, alt-metal kind of. Definitely not post-hardcore.
Okay.
So, yeah. Wasn't expecting it. I was expecting something completely different, but hey-ho. They didn't seem too engaged. Didn't really want it. They were just kind of, we're just playing, okay, whatever. Which is a bit of a shame. They kind of reminded me a bit of Funeral for a Friend and Fightstar. Remember Fightstar all those years ago?
I actually don't know.
Charlie Simpson busted when he decided to go post-hardcore?
No. I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, yeah. So he gave up and busted and started to be... check him out. He plays in the rain and all sorts. Like, yeah. Actually, jokes aside, they're way better than busted. I mean, that's a low bar. So. Yes. The vocalist had a really good range. I personally prefer the heavier vocals. I think it worked better with the music. It seemed more natural to the vocalist. to kind of do the proper gutturals.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, the sound kind of emo thing wasn't really my cup of tea. Also, wasn't expecting it. So unfortunately, they didn't get through. Elusis, next band, so the one that I said sound apparently was this new wave of American metal.
Mm-hmm.
When they first came on stage, I was like, it sounds like Alter Bridge mixed with Lamb of God, which is exactly what that genre would be. So I was like, well, actually that's pretty correct. So they may not agree with it, but I was like, that's prove me wrong. Music is subjective, right? So objective, subjective, whichever one it is, one of the objectives.
One of the objectives.
One of the objectives. They all came out dressed in white, which was an interesting look. Like it wasn't even matching white. It was like they were just told. Someone told them wear white. So one of them was wearing like white trackies and a hoodie. The singer was wearing like a vest with proper white chinos.
Yeah.
The bass player was wearing like a t-shirt and shorts. Like everything's white, just none of it matched. Right? I was like, this is really bizarre.
It's an odd choice, isn't it?
It definitely stood out. Like it's that really threw me a bit. I was like, I don't know what you're trying to do here, but musically they were excellent, I have to say. So other than the look.
they are real good musicians.
They are, and it showed because the drummer was having quite a bit of issues with the cymbals. They must have been sliding or not locked on properly or something.
Joe's a brilliant drummer, man.
Absolutely
He's
insane.
real good.
And he was really panicking by, every song he was up and like pulling the cymbals back in, tightening up the cymbals, everything else. Now, the fact I was front row for it, I spotted him doing it. If we weren't front row, you wouldn't have spotted it at all. Like, they were flawless. The rest of them knew instantly, like, how to cover, how to keep the feedback going. Like, it wasn't even, oh, God, what's going on? They just, whenever you're ready, just count us in, we'll go again, Like, you wouldn't have even noticed. So they handle it well, and that's where the kind of professional side comes out, I think. Mm-hmm. That when something goes wrong, you don't just fall over and, you continue on.
Yeah.
Guitarist is insane. I don't think he looked at his fretboard once. He just looking out into the crowd, having fun. Like, and he was playing good, complicated stuff. I was like, okay, that's pretty good. You don't even need to look down. The clean vocals were a bit off, but that wasn't on Elusis. I think there was something wrong with the sound that night because every band that did cleans, they all sounded off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
And I think the mics were set up for, okay, we know we're dealing with metalcore or whatever. I don't think the mics were on stage set up for the cleaner side. Because all the bands, I initially thought it was just one or two, but looking back, and all the bands struggled with the cleans, which was a bit of a shame. But when they did their heavy vocals, that man's got an insane voice. Like make the hairs in your hands stand up kind of level. Like really, really good. It was just, I said, it was like a switch when he went to that style. It suited him much better again. Really thick, quick riffs, which I quite liked.
Thick, quick riffs?
Yeah, thick.
Tick.
TH is a problem. Yeah, don't slag my disability. On a total side note, the lead singer had an insane tattoo arm sleeve. It was beautiful. It was lovely artwork. Whoever did that, I want to know, because that was stunning. Anyway, total side note. They got through as well, and I partially guessed they would. I was a little bit... They were the third band I thought were like... They've got a really good chance of going through, but every band that night were really good, so it was actually quite difficult. When you put your little token in going, which one we go for? Horizon's Demise, next band to come out. Really cool stage presence. So they all came out in their own gear. They have this really cool symbol. They had a Kamakomo? What the fucking... what's it called? Like the banner that comes out of the metal tube. Normally, you pull it straight up.
Oh, yeah.
Kakemono.
Yeah, one of those.
Is that Kakemono?
Yeah, maybe.
The big banner that you... Yeah, that. They had one of those. It was the only band that actually had something else. Set up very cool. All very menacing kind of figures on stage. And huge amount of tech difficulties at start. So the backing track or something was failing because they were starting to panic a little bit. Meant they were late starting and they were late finishing. And we know, we've talked to Rich before, that part of the Metal to the Masses is you stick to your time. If you're running late, you adjust. Yeah. You don't just play on because you're kind of screwing someone else over. And I don't know if that came against them. They were solid metalcore, tasty breakdowns in the middle of it. Interestingly, they played a ballad, which was quite ballsy because it was clean. So clean vocals, again, I said the clean vocals were a bit of a struggle for all bands. But it was basically just over the backing track, which was just a slow bass. I'm like, okay, you were getting people going with your energy here. You're now doing a 5-minute ballad with a 20-minute set, and you started late. That's probably the one I would have cut, personally. However, if they did that in a longer set, it would have actually worked quite well. But for that, it was quite a bit of a ballsy move to basically just have the singer singing. The rest of them on stage stood looking at him and was like, I can see you're trying to show off your voice, but you don't need to do it in a solo by yourself. The guitar player was pulling off some Zakk Wylde-esque pinch harmonics, which
nice. More
tickles
of
me
that.
Tickles me in the right areas. You know, the real nice, perfect squeals out of me, like, oh, the bastard every time. The presence really sold it for him. They were good, but I think the clean ballad was a bit of and the whole late thing, so they didn't get through. Last band were Bear Pit. The best metalcore I have ever seen. That band are fucking sensational. The only way to describe them. If you don't know them, go check them out. They're incredible. Fast, aggressive, technical, beautiful guitar tones, kind of 5150, kind of powering through. A lot of fun. It's clearly not their first show. Like they've
been going quite a while.
I think they're back. I think they played was it 10 years ago, and they stopped for a while. I think life got in the way, kids and all those kind of things. But they're back now, and you would never know they were missing. They were just really tight, just really good. I wanted them to go one for the next 2 hours. I would have gladly stayed there for it. You would have liked it, Jen. You would.
Yep.
Yeah, you definitely would have. They had a lot of energy. The floor was absolutely hopping. Best band of the night by far. So when I was doing my voting, I was like, so you always have this thing kind of going, they would obviously destroy Bloodstock. It would be no problem for them. You're kind of going, if everyone has enjoyed it, does that mean they're automatically going through? Or do I have to vote for them because no one's going to vote for them because they think that everyone else is going to vote for them? So I was really torn. I was torn between them and Quintona. I was like, the performance they did, if the judges or the crowd didn't pick them, like, there was something seriously gone wrong. So I went Quintona, so I'm glad that both of those got through. Instead, the third one was Lucis. I think it was the best of the 3 bands of the 5 that got through. So I'm happy this week. First week I was not happy. Sorry, Barry, you should have got through.
Tom's opinions.
Yeah, corner.
Corner.
And the other gig I was at, I won't go into too much detail because it was a big one, was Deftones in Cardiff.
Very nice. Was it busy?
Yes. It was quite busy. I only realised recently, I think the capacity, that's about 8,000.
8,000?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I thought it was closer to 10,000, 12,000, but I think it's in single digit kind of thousands.
Single digit thousands.
It was Drug Church supporting with Denzel Curry. I listened to one song in Drug Church. I was like, nope, that's not happening. Let's go grab a beer instead. And Denzel Curry, I put on one song on Alexa because I didn't want to screw up my Spotify algorithm. And I regret that decision because it was awful.
You just don't like anything that isn't metal. I think Denzel Curry's quite cool. I think he's a cool guy.
The best thing he did was the Rage Against the Machine song. And that's how you get a crowd going. Like, here's my entire set. Yeah, no one cares. Here's Rage Against the Machine. Oh, no one cares. He did not deserve to be there at all. He was very...
was his did you watch any of him?
About 3 songs.
Did he put on a good performance?
Not really.
Really? Or is that just because you don't like his music?
I mean, there was nothing special about it. It was fine.
I mean, you don't have to like it.
It was an odd choice for Deftones, I have to admit.
Okay.
I get the whole kind of rap influence in their music, but this was like gangster hardcore rap.
I wouldn't call him gangster hardcore rap.
I mean, the first song that I listened to, and I happened to walk into as he was playing, he was talking, can I say it? I don't know, I'll probably get fucking cancelled if I say it, about being in the trenches with his motherfucking... Yeah, I can't say that word because people getting cancelled currently in news with it, so... And I was like, oh, this is a fucking terrible song. Right, okay. Walked into the venue and that's what he was playing. I was like, oh, fuck's sake. So then everyone was just going to the bar. Like, it was just... Yeah. Anyway, most importantly, Deftones came out. Took about 3 or 4 songs to get the sound right. And I found this in quite a big venues that... Obviously, sound check, there's no one in there. Did you put 8,000 bodies in front of it? I guess the sound is going to be different.
Yeah.
It took them a bit too long to figure that out, though. Like, considering they're not amateurs doing that. Like, it's a big venue.
Yeah.
Like, you give it a song and kind of go, okay, we need to tweak these things. Now it sounds fine. So it took them a little bit too long, which was a little annoying. The there was photographers there, but I don't know if they won an award or something, because they went into the sound booth, like with all the big sound booth that they had there. One of them sat in his phone fucking around. I was like, should not be taking pictures. A few of them stood up and kind of took a few pictures and then just left. I was like, that's a bit weird. Like, A, why are you not at the front? B, why aren't you here for the whole gig? And C, you just took like 5 pictures and fucked off. Which I was glad at, because I was stood near there so I could see better. And other nice thing about it, normally, like, I'm tall anyway, I'm 6'1", so usually I have good view. This time, I was basically the tallest person there. So no matter where I stood, I could see everything. It was fantastic. Didn't even have to bring out the new rocks. It was great. Deftones and Vince and the song got sorted. They were excellent. A good balanced set of all the albums. They kind of went in. I think they touched every album, really. Huge sound. Way heavier live than, like, recorded. And when you hear them live, I don't know if you've ever seen them live, but when you hear them live, you realise how down-tuned they actually play. Like, they are seriously down. And, they were excellent. They just kind of stopped, though. Like, you're kind of expecting a little bit more. It's kind of 11:15. Just stopped, start throwing sticks out, and I was like, oh, it's a bit anticlimactic, but... Yeah. So, yeah. Overall, very good, though. And then we spent the next hour trying to get out of the car park, because I parked too close to it.
Bet. Yeah.
Yep, that bit me. But anyway, so that's all the gigs I've been to. So, so I think that's the end of the gigs. I like to keep that segment in, even though we have a guest, and sorry for going on a bit, but it's good to talk about the local bands, because that's what started this whole thing. So, and it brings us nicely onto what you do. So you promote metal in Bristol. You set up quite a few gigs. Do you want to tell us how Witchstalker Promotions came into existence? Like, how did that become a thing?
Yeah, it's a good question. It kind of happened quite organically, maybe not necessarily in a super planned way. I played drums in a band, like I mentioned, and the guitarist in the band as well. We basically kind of took on the job of booking our own shows. So, when you're starting out kind of as a DIY band, it's basically you kind of have to book your own shows a lot of the time, and it's a lot of hustle to get your name out there. And so that's kind of was my first experience of booking some shows.
Because you directly had to talk to venues and other bands, I guess, and you kind of actually realize, wait, so I can just book shows and run events. Like, all I have to do is email the venue and that's it.
And that's it. And kind of coordinate the bands and stuff. But yeah, so it kind of started like that, just booking our own shows, and you kind of get to meet other bands in the scene. And next thing you know, people are kind of emailing you, can you book us this show? We're coming into town, or whatever. And so it kind of happened that way. Like I said, pretty organically. And then Adam and I kind of, I guess, had the idea for quite a while of doing something a bit more like a big event, kind of not a festival really, but just kind of something bringing together a lot of bands and just making a lot of noise all day and kind of bringing friends together. And so that's kind of how we...
What was that event?
Well, we did the first Temple of Doom last year. We had the opportunity of basically taking over More Beer for the whole day.
Nice.
And so we did that in May last year. And we'd kind of done a few events with More Beer before. I guess each time you just kind of learn as you're doing, you kind of get a bit more experience, figure out what works, what kind of makes a good lineup, what's going to draw people in, that kind of thing, and just built it up that way.
So you went from doing 3 bands including your own to doing a full all-dayer?
Yeah, basically. It's kind of funny. It didn't, like I said, we didn't really necessarily plan it. Each time we'd kind of like add another band to the kind of lineup, be like, oh, well, these guys, they invited us to play, over in Cardiff. Maybe we should kind of have them over and kind of
That's
just
cool.
build it up that way.
Did it so happen that the bands were loosely like linked in style, or was it all just a bit of a mismatch of, we know them, they're cool?
Yeah, so it's kind of always, for the most part, been like Doom or Doom adjacent, I would say. So that's kind of the Witchstalker vibe, pretty much. It's Doom and Doom adjacent bands. because
that's
that's kind of what we're really into. That's what
Yeah.
what my band HORA does. And
Like that you
yeah,
were
it's-
quiet there. You can plant your own band. That's perfectly
Yeah.
fine.
So yeah, I think it really helps. I mean, it sounds stupid, but it's like if you're really into it and you really enjoy it,
True.
it's like really fun for me. It's like basically I'm just organizing the event that I want to go to.
You'd go to it if it was someone else put it on.
Yeah. So it's like all of the bands on the lineup are awesome. I love them. I want to see them live, and I think
So I can have them all
so
at the
it's
same
like-
time.
So why not? It's like, and if other people are into the same kind of stuff as well, then that's awesome. And hopefully they are. Yeah.
What were the bands for the first one then? Remember back?
Yeah. So we had.
Guessing you played.
Yeah, we played. We booked El Chapo, who are kind of a like sludge hardcore type band, but unfortunately they had to drop out because of like a medical emergency on the day. But
That's exactly what you need for your first
Yeah,
gig all
yes.
there.
so that was again like kind of learning by doing kind of thing. But we survived it. We had Thracian, who are a band from Cardiff.
Yep.
They've played in here before. They're kind of like post metal doom sludge kind of mishmash,
Yep.
super heavy, really really good.
You'd Mage, right?
Yeah, Mage was the headliner, and they were amazing. Kind of just you could tell they were like veterans who'd just like super professional. Their sound was impeccable, and it was really really good. Another kind of one of the highlights for me was Lung, another Cardiff band, and they're like I don't know if you've seen them before. They're kind of mega heavy, kind of stoner sludge, like kind of like Sleep in Black Sabbath, but with harsh vocals and
Pretty good combo.
they're kind of one of the best, like I'd say, kind of underground UK stoner bands at the minute. They're just amazing.
Pretty cool to have both of them in the same bill.
And the kind of vocalist from Empire of Dust like joined them on stage for a song at one point.
Very cool.
I don't know if that was planned or not. I didn't know about it, but he just like so yeah.
Were you sweating a little bit in your song?
Yeah, it's like,
no.
Who's this guy getting up? But yeah, no, that was really good.
Love Empire Dust. I'm looking forward to seeing them. They're playing Temple Doom too, right?
Yeah, they're playing. I think so. I saw Empire of Dust. They released their kind of first full length album last year, and they had a release show at Strange Brew, which was like epic. Basically, they sold out Strange Brew, and it was like one of the heaviest things I saw all year, I think.
That's generally how we describe them too.
Yeah.
It's like they just hit you with this wall of heavy, and you're just like, wow, okay.
I think it's difficult more so to convey the heaviness of them. Like, you call them heavy, but like they're heavy, man.
Because you saw them before I did, and like that was your kind of reaction to them, was like, they are goddamn heavy.
Yeah.
And I initially thought, well, what's that kind of mean? Like, does that mean we're in brutal death metal world? Or nope, not at all. Like, it's still
No, they're their own
sludge,
thing.
kind of. I don't know how you describe them, but other than excellent. Like, huge sound from them. So, talk us through went from booking like 3 bands in, I'm guessing here, and other bars and stuff. Oops, I'm just trying to place. To doing all there. So, like, at what point did you go, right, we're going to doing all there, shit, what do we do?
Yeah, so, I mean, I guess the first thing is like deciding on the lineup, and kind of how to structure that. And it's a lot of research, kind of, I guess another thing you have to do is kind of set your budget a bit, kind of thinking like what type of bands am I going to be able to get, and kind of, what's that going to look like? And so you kind of have a rough idea there, and then
Presumably you've put the money up front yourself.
So, I mean, so it's our money that we put up, but it's kind of, it's not upfront in that all payments happen kind of after the event, and
so you have a chance to sell tickets and stuff.
So at least with the kind of bands that we're working with at the minute, that's the way it works.
So when you were looking at your lineup then, and you got some kind of idea of a budget that you want to go for, like, where does it go from there? Just kind of reach out to them, or?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these bands, you just reach out directly to them on, Instagram or whatever they're using. Instagram is kind of what most bands are using these days, and it's quite a good way actually to research, like, underground bands in your area. So that's kind of, and also just like looking at kind of event posters like in other cities, seeing like what bands are playing there.
True, yeah.
So that's quite a good inspiration as well.
And also you can look and go, actually, I want to go to that gig.
Yeah. So yeah, and then it's kind of a combination of a bit of luck. Are the bands actually available? Are they able to come down? And I think we had like one weird situation, but it ended up working. Like we'd kind of asked to, there's a bit of kind of crossed wires. We meant to only, like, it was one slot, but we'd asked two bands. They both said yes. They were like, okay, you can both play. So yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yep.
Exactly. So do you start with the venue then, or like, so you look at what you think your lineup's going to be, then you kind of go, okay, this would be, I don't know, 100 people, 200 people, like, or do you go the other way and kind of go, we want to play the Griffin?
Yeah, so you'd start with the venue, I think a lot. So for an event like Temple of Doom, you'd start with the venue. So for the first one, we were looking, we did more beer, and that's like kind of 150 capacity. But the good thing about more, and I think is quite widely known, is it's like quite cheap to hire the venue. So it's really not a big financial risk. And also, like, I don't know if you've been there before, but it's kind of a slightly oddly shaped space. So it actually can feel pretty full with like, not 150 people. So
the sound is surprisingly good in there.
And for somewhere where it's like all metal surfaces all around, it's like, it just sounds really good.
It does, yeah. I think a lot of the bands enjoy playing there too, because you say it's a brewery, like, okay, but like it really is in the middle of the brewery.
And they hook you up with free beer when you're a band playing there as well, so it's like,
nice.
What's not to love, really?
Yeah. Getting paid, get free beer, and get to play in a brewery. I mean, sign me up.
Yeah.
Just need a band.
Yeah, well, maybe you could do some like podcast sessions there or something. You never know.
That'd be quite fun, yeah.
Free beer.
Yeah.
I mean, I can definitely drink my own weight in it, so yeah, fine. So yeah, you kind of pick your venue, pick your rough lineup, get in touch with the bands, and then hope for the best.
Yeah, so we generally kind of start from the top. So kind of try to nail the headliner first, and because that's gonna, and obviously when we're approaching bands, we don't know necessarily what their fee is going to be. So you kind of,
Is that an awkward conversation, or are people generally quite open about it?
I mean, so I found it awkward at the start, like when I was, messaging bands for the first time. But yeah, actually, I think it's not an awkward thing. And, it's good to just be completely upfront about it,
Yeah.
But sometimes there's a bit of negotiation that goes on. But I think, it's just good to know what expectations are and just be kind of upfront about how payments are going to work or not. So start with a headliner, kind of ideally get them locked in, and then kind of work your way down. And that's how we approached building it. Yeah.
So did you set yourself a budget, and once that's run out, that's your list basically, or?
Yeah, pretty well. So I guess we know we want, if it's going to be an all-dayer, so probably like 8 bands kind of thing. So you kind of make that work. And yeah, it's always a bit of a gamble as well. So
gotta day of the week, or when people have been paid, or
so you got to take your chances sometimes. But
if the weather's shit or the weather's good, or lots of things that would drive people to come or not come, as the case may be. Do you see often many people not show up after, like, let's say you sell out the event, you can look around kind of going, I'm not sure this is sold out, or is it always pretty consistent?
Yeah, it's hard to say, because I mean, I guess there are cases where people would buy tickets, but for some reason don't show up.
But it's rare, I guess, from what.
But yeah, it's not kind of something I've hugely noticed.
It doesn't really matter at the end of the day because it's about paid for the ticket, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's right. I mean, it's obviously nice if the room is full as well. But
True.
Yeah.
I'd imagine that's probably not a big thing that you're thinking about on the day of the gig either, right? Unless it's very noticeable, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, the main thing for me is just like that it goes smoothly. Obviously, ahead of time, I'm kind of thinking a lot about ticket sales and just making sure
Yeah.
that side of it works. But on the day, you know, yeah, my attention will be taken up with, yeah, kind of making sure that bands are sticking to schedule, kind of all that's running smoothly, and just, yeah, trying to enjoy it, actually, because a lot of work
You've
goes
set it
into
up,
it.
yeah.
So I want to have fun, yeah. Get to enjoy the bands that I want to see, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you that, actually, kind of on gig day then. So obviously there's a huge amount of prep beforehand. But on gig day, like, what's your role become? Looking after bands, getting them in, getting sound checks, setting up backlines,
Yeah.
all that? Or is it just kind of, you're here, sort yourselves out?
Yeah, so it depends a lot. A lot of the time we'd be kind of the point of contact, you know, for the bands coming in. So we wouldn't actually be doing the technical side, like sound checking, getting them set up. So we'll kind of, you know, push them in the right direction. You know, this is the guy who's gonna do the sound checking. You know,
Is
you
that
need
provided
to be
by
here.
the venue, or is that someone you have to provide as well?
Yeah, usually the sound tech will be provided by the venue, but
Right.
that's kind of in the whatever package you negotiate with the venue. They'll say most venues in Bristol, in my experience, provide their own sound tech.
Yeah.
Because I guess they'll be familiar with this
Makes
kind of
sense,
in-house
yeah.
systems and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Cool. So you kind of show up in the day, earlier in the band's going to go, right, this is your venue, I'm Dan, this is the sound guy, treat him nicely,
Yeah, I mean,
go
so
sound check.
there's like, you know, a lot of like carrying of gear around, kind of helping set up different things. And like for Temple of Doom, which is kind of the one we're doing this year, is definitely the biggest event we've done so far. And just kind of in terms of logistics, number of bands, and you know, we've kind of, I guess, got a vision for like what the stage setup should look like. Basically a massive wall of amps and kind of how we want it to look. So we're, yeah.
So how do you go about getting the amps? Do you get the bands to provide it, or I guess for an all there you don't want bands constantly switching? So
No, yeah. So it's we're gonna kind of have our backline set up. So with basically just a bunch of cabs that then I guess
they can plug their own heads and
they can
stuff
plug
in
their
there.
own heads in, but everybody will be using the same cabs. So it just makes those changeovers quicker, easier.
Yeah. And that's something you have to hire then, or?
Yeah, so we're going to hire some in, and then Adam, the other guy in Witchstalker, has actually a bit of an obscene collection of like massive cabs. So
That'll help. Any particular reason for the obsessive collection?
you'd have to ask him. But
Because they're cool.
they're
Yeah,
cool. Yeah,
I mean-
he's got a spare bedroom that is just full of them. So yeah,
Not really a bedroom.
Yeah. I mean, his cabs are his babies. I don't know.
Yeah, fair.
He's gonna be very angry at me.
I'd only be angry at you if you broke any of them. So, yeah, don't break them. I mean, that's pretty convenient, though, to have your own kind of setup to help at least. So, yeah, you've got sound guy sorted, venue sorted. You're kind of meandering, I guess, throughout the day once stuff is set up. People sound checking. Then, kind of, I guess it's man the doors and...
You've got to run the doors. So, kind of for smaller events, we would do that ourselves. I think for Temple of Doom this year, we'll kind of have someone else do that just so that we can be kind of running around worrying about other things. But yeah, and then, you know, last year it kind of just ran like clockwork once we got the first band on, and it just all worked. So hopefully it'll
You've
be
told
like
them how long their set list is, and
Yeah,
they should
exactly.
be fresh enough to go, okay, we have half an hour, 20 minutes, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And
So I mean, the challenge when you've got like Doom and Stoner bands is sometimes they get
They
stuck
want
on
two songs.
that one riff, like they just can drag it out forever. So you gotta be strict sometimes. Like,
do you ever actually have to like drop the gauntlet and go, right, you are off, come on, stop?
I've never had to do that, thankfully.
That's good.
Yeah.
Everyone generally plays ball, I guess.
Yeah, I think, and it's like, you know that if their band's coming after you, it's kind of shitty if they have to cut their set because you overran. I think people get that. Yeah.
It's bad band etiquette, isn't it? And then I guess you basically just enjoy the day from there on in, right?
Yeah. Pretty much. And like I said, I'll also be kind of playing on the day. So put a lot of work into organizing it, and it's kind of a way for us to enjoy the event as well.
Absolutely.
So we're kind of playing quite early in the day, so
which gives you a chance to have a load of beers afterwards.
Exactly, yeah. So that's the problem. If you're headlining, actually, you can't drink until the end of the night. So,
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a vocalist.
Yeah.
Then even then's questionable. A weird question. Do you have to like sort out riders and stuff for bands, or is that they're too small to bother, or they do want something, or?
Yeah. So I mean, this year it's pretty low key in terms of riders, but yeah, it's the kind of thing that we would do. But yeah, I think kind of for most of these DIY type shows, it's really not much of a thing. But
just water and
if you know, like when we were doing it at Moore, it was really great because you just kind of get those beers, and it's like, yeah,
there's your rider sorted.
There you go. Yeah,
that's a pretty good deal by Moore.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely happy that that venue's opened up again. And
likewise,
I think it was we were quite sad to see it close, and you know, it was like not going to get into it, but it's like there should be more music venues, not fewer. So I'm just happy that it's back.
Absolutely. And they came back swinging. They were just like,
yeah.
Right, we're back again, and now we have a gig on next week.
Yeah.
Cool, go. Yeah, it's a cool place. I do like it. What's your favourite venue in Bristol?
We're quite spoiled, I think. We've got quite a few good ones. I mean, I love the Griffin.
Well played. Best bar in Bristol.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Moore is great. I like the Exchange a lot. You know, Thekla is really fun as well. Seen some really good gigs there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Obviously Griffin. I like Thekla. I don't see many metal gigs there. But when I do, it's always fun. Like it's just a cool venue. Exchange puts on really good gigs. It just needs a bit of a TLC in there.
Yeah.
Just a bit of care, like just
holds the place down.
Yeah, not aircon that's dripping. Like, you know, it's and the toilets are. Like, you can probably catch some weird diseases from those toilets.
That's part of the charm.
Yeah. You stick to the floor going into the toilet, and you're like, this is dodgy. What's your favorite venue to book, or is it the same answer? Or have you booked all of them in Bristol?
No. To be honest, yeah, we're kind of still early days in terms of like working with different venues. I think so far the one that we've worked with that's been the best has been Moore. But like this year we're doing it at Loco Club, Temple of Doom.
Where is Loco Club?
So it's right under Temple Meads.
Ah, cool.
So it's super convenient for people who are kind of traveling into Bristol, because it's like literally exit Temple Meads around the corner and it's right there. So it's like kind of a series of tunnels basically
next to like Little Martin.
Oh, is it where the tunnels used to be?
It might be. So you know, there's like a nursery or kind of right. So if you're exiting Temple Meads, going down the ramp, and on the right there's like a nursery, then there's the engine shed.
Yeah.
The one before it is Loco Club.
Oh, okay. It's not where the tunnels used to be, but
I don't know where the tunnels used to be.
Yeah, that was a weird venue. It was literally two tunnels. One was a bar and one was the stage.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. I don't know why it closed down. It was fun.
Well, I mean, it sounds similar in terms of setup. So Loco Club, it's one tunnel is like kind of the stage, and it's like this kind of arched, kind of vaulted ceiling, like exposed stonework and everything, kind of very atmospheric. I think it will actually feel like you're in a Temple of Doom when you're there.
Cool. Was that intentional, or was that?
I mean, I think, I've known about the venue for quite a long time, and always had in my mind that it would be like super cool to do a metal show there. And they don't actually do that many metal shows, I don't think. So it's like a good opportunity to
Any reason? Do you think why? Just people haven't
I think
about
it's
it,
just
or
it's just not on the kind of usual
you'd
circuit.
go to the usual circuit when you do Fleece
Yeah.
Exchange here.
So,
Croft.
but it's like kind of quite a good capacity, and it's like really good location. Kind of the people who run it seem great, and really excited to see how it works out. And I guess so we moved it from Moor to here. One of the reasons was capacity, because we kind of had quite a good response last year, and so we were like, maybe
Push it out and see.
grow it a bit.
Yeah.
But also it's kind of just, it's like a more purpose-built venue. So like the stage is raised up. It's like really spacious, really nice. So it'll be, I think, a great experience for the bands to play.
Very cool.
I mean, it doesn't sound like much, but kind of for kind of bands who are used to playing in pubs, this like luxury, having a green room that like leads onto the stage, so
That's
you don't have
cool,
to
yeah.
walk through the crowd.
You can actually have a proper
so you
walk
can
on.
actually have a proper entrance. So
That's cool.
It's like things like that. I think we'll just push it up a notch and just.
Have you told the bands this kind of stuff, or is it you should know the venue, or like?
Yeah,
I'm guessing some of them may not know it.
Yeah, so hopefully it will be a kind of nice surprise for them.
Cool.
Yeah.
Or if they're listening to this, they already know.
Yeah. So yeah, kind of the approach usually is we we're still in kind of planning stage for a lot of kind of details, and then we kind of share that with the bands, kind of all the technical details closer to the time, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool venue. I'm looking forward to seeing it. What do you say the capacity is?
It's 300.
And
So
how are ticket sales doing?
pretty good. I think, considering we're like basically 3 months out still. So yeah, it's kind of trickling along, and that's kind of basically how it works in our experience with these types of events. Most of the sales tend to happen quite close.
Yeah. Which is probably a bit nerve-wracking.
Which can be a bit nerve-wracking, but it's kind of, we've been through it enough times now that we kind of know this is how it works. But that said, we've done this time kind of a lot more effort in terms of promotion, like far in advance. So actually we're way ahead of where we were kind of for Temple of Doom last year. So we're quite happy with that. But still lots of tickets left. So get out there and buy one if you haven't already. Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a bit more about Temple of Doom 2? Because we haven't actually said much other than location.
Yeah. So it's kind of an all-dayer Doom metal event taking place at Logo Club in Bristol on the 23rd of May.
It's a Saturday, I assume.
Yeah, it's a Saturday. It's on the bank holiday weekend as well, so it's kind of...
No reason not to come out and get drunk and watch Doom.
Yep. So it's kind of... and it's an awesome lineup as well. We can kind of talk more about the bands on the lineup, but it's
absolutely.
Got quite a heavy focus on like local kind of Bristol bands, but then we've got some kind of bigger bands from further afield.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I think, quite a unique lineup that's like showcasing kind of the Bristol scene, but also bringing in some really exciting talent to just make it like a proper celebration of
Doom and metal,
riffs and everything. Yeah.
So do you want to tell us about some of the bands?
Yeah. So the headliner is a band called Dead Witches, who are kind of I'd say a reasonably big name in the kind of stoner doom, kind of horror or occult doom type genre. So think Electric Wizard type vibes.
Nice.
And actually, I mentioned Electric Wizard. The drummer of Dead Witches is a guy called Mark Greening, who is a founding member of Electric Wizard.
Wow, okay.
So he's got... So it's a band with kind of huge pedigree in the genre. So he played... Yeah, he was a founding member. He played on kind of all of their seminal albums, like Dope Throne, Come My Fanatics, Time to Die. So he's like kind of a legend.
It's a pretty huge name to have in there.
Yeah. So really excited to kind of, as a drummer myself, to just kind of
What band are you playing again? What was that?
Really excited to see him play, and it's a kind of female vocalist, so I think she's got this kind of quite aggressive, harsh style that fits the music quite well. And then the guitarist he's in a couple bands, so it's kind of quite strong pedigree.
Where are they coming from?
They're coming from Bournemouth. Yeah. So that'll be good. And then just below them on the bill, we've got Sergeant Thunderhoof, who are
Great name.
kind of like local legends pretty much. So they're based in Bath. And they play kind of, I guess, more like epic doom, or it's kind of
atmospheric doom.
Yeah, a bit psychedelic. They're kind of like storytellers with their songs.
That's cool.
And they, so it's and they're exploring like kind of Somerset folklore. So it's like very
That's
kind of
pretty
regional.
cool, yeah.
So it's quite cool. Yeah.
That's quite a unique take. That
yeah,
really.
yeah, I think so. And they're really, really good. And their last album, which I think came out a couple years ago now, was just like a massive success. And so I think they've been booked recently to go play a festival out in Vegas. So they're kind
Very
of
cool.
like a proper kind of international band who've, just got a lot of attention.
Nice.
So
Nice.
it's going to be really fun kind of seeing them on more home turf, I guess.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
So Sergeant Thunderhoof, I'm pretty sure they've played here before.
Yeah, I think they've played at the Griffin before. Yeah.
It seems to ring a bell.
Yep.
Right, who else is on the lineup? Sounding delightful so
Yeah,
far.
well, we've got quite a few good ones. Another one which I'd say is quite special is Old Horntooth. So they're a London doom band. They've been going for a while now. I want to say like 2018-ish or maybe 2017. I don't know. But they're kind of one of those like very slow, kind of heavy, long compositions.
Yep.
Just like very atmospheric, really, really cool. But this will be their first ever time playing in Bristol. So
really?
It's,
It's quite an honour to host them then.
Yeah, definitely. So we're really excited, and we got quite a good response when we announced them as part of the lineup. So I think they have tried to kind of make their way to Bristol several times to play at the Griffin, but it hasn't worked out. So yeah, we're really excited to host them. And yeah,
cool thing to be able to say.
Yeah. So debut performance of Old Horntooth. And they're just their sound is massive. They're gonna crush it. I think it's gonna be one of the ones for the history books.
Good.
As they say. Yeah.
Was it a debate to have them as headliner?
I don't know. I think once we got Dead Witches, that was like pretty clearly going to be the headliner that we built it around. But yeah, I think kind of high up on the bill, I would say all of the bands, they're just excellent, and the order that they're in doesn't necessarily reflect.
Yeah,
they're
all good bands,
you just
right?
have to put them in some order at some point. So it's like
How do you judge it before we go through the rest of it? Is it all done on like Spotify listens, or is it the bands you like the most, or combo both?
I mean, at a basic level, it is kind of like who is gonna draw the most attention, because like when you've got a poster, for instance, like the names higher up are bigger, and so just what name is gonna kind of
someone
capture.
goes, actually, I want to see them.
So like at the Epimetheus gig, I saw someone with a Sergeant Thunderhoof t-shirt and handed him a flyer and pointed like they're gonna be there. so
Nice.
Hopefully he's bought his ticket. I think it's kind of and there are different ways you can judge popularity, and it's difficult to say how, if like the number of followers on Instagram, is that really actually how popular a band is?
Go
and it's difficult to say, but like Sergeant Thunderhoof, their kind of last album they released was like on kind of top album of the year lists, like
Oh, nice.
a kind of loads of really big lists, and so that is like a sign to us that, you know, they've kind of
They're going to be high
got
up the bill.
an appeal that is like just kind of broader maybe than some of the other bands.
Does personal preference ever come into it? Do you try to keep that out of it?
Try to, but but then, like I said, all of the bands on the bill I love, and
You want to see all of them,
you know,
live,
so it's like we put this list together, kind of. I guess you kind of start with your like dream list of, you know, your ideal lineup, and then, you know, maybe it doesn't quite work out because some of the bands aren't available or whatever. But it's not like you know, I think some bigger festivals, you know, it's like, you know, they're you know, you're not going to love all of the bands because it's just so many bands. Whereas the kind of events we're doing is very like curated in terms of how we've gone through and selected them.
Nice. So what else do we have?
Let's see. So now kind of getting into the more local bands, although actually maybe before that I'll give a shout out to Tusk. They're the other band coming from kind of further away. So they're from Cornwall, and they're like kind of stoner doom desert rocky vibes, with like just super amazing tone, and just riffs for days basically.
Nice.
I
It's
think
like
we saw Tusk last year, you know.
they've played at the Golden Lion before. Yeah, they've been to Bristol a couple times, and
I think they've been at an all-day at Moore, actually.
yeah, well, so we played with them at Moore before, when maybe it was the Christmas of Doom. Did you go to that?
I might have done, yeah.
It gets to the point where
Yeah,
you've been
it's
to so many gigs, right? But I remember them being cool.
Yeah, they're really, really good. To me, it's like kind of like if Electric Wizard went surfing. You know, it's like
Love it.
They've got, you know, kind of the riffs, but it's just like it's less satanic and more like kind of just good vibes, I guess. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
So they're really fun. Urza is a Bristol band. They're
Urza are brilliant. Yeah.
like just amazing. I don't know if you've seen them before, but
yes,
their live energy is just like intense. And they're kind of more like progressive, sludge, post punk. They just mix in kind of everything. And they had, I think, quite a successful album come out a couple years ago with APF Records. So they're kind of one of the Bristol bands that I'd say is kind of on the up and up. They've, I think, have another album in the works. I don't know when it's going to come out, but hopefully we'll get to see some new material from them soon.
Maybe at a Temple of Doom.
We'll see. Yeah, I can only hope.
Oh, yeah. Buy your tickets and you'll find
And then we've been talking about Empire of Dust.
Yeah.
They're one of the bands I'm most excited for. Just like kind of the raw heaviness. I think the album they released last year was one of my top albums of the year, easily.
Yeah.
And I've seen them live 2 times now, I think, and they just absolutely deliver.
They absolutely slay the place and walk away, and everyone's going, "Oh my god, what just happened?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because you mentioned like just how absolutely heavy they are, and we kind of got their tech specs, and I don't know if it just like they've got, I think, 2 or 3 bass cabs that they use basically, and it's like
that makes sense.
That explains
basically
a
that's
lot.
why it sounds so heavy. Kind of. So
I'm looking forward to them.
That's going to be really good, and I think just the venue's going to suit them really well as well.
Oh, definitely,
so, and then
I kind of said in the last episode that whenever I see them playing now, regardless of what day it is, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
That
It's going to
band
be a
need to
good time.
seen. Absolutely.
Yeah. And the interesting thing about them is they just fit on loads of different lineups as
They
well.
do, yeah.
Because you see a lot of the stuff they're doing is like, I think they're playing at like the Eastern Punk Festival, and like lots of kind of stuff on the more punk hardcore side, but then they fit just as well on a Doom lineup. So it's, yeah, their sound is somehow just very universal.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Which is why it makes it very hard to describe them.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
Another Bristol band is Falcon Stoop, who are really good. I'm really excited to see them. So it's a female-fronted grunge doom band. They've released a couple EPs so far, and I would encourage you to check them out if you haven't listened to them.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of them.
Yeah, I'm sure they've played the Griffin a couple times. So it's kind of one of those bands that is, I think, still pretty early days, like emerging. But yeah, they've got some quite good recordings under their belt. So yeah, when I heard those, I was just very keen to book them and see what happens. And then I guess I should give a shout out to my own band as well, because we're on the bill.
Yeah.
So HORA, we've been going for maybe a couple years now. I think we played our first gig. Our first gig was Metal to the Masses, 2024. So just over 2 years ago. And yeah, we're kind of a mix of like doom, classic heavy metal with maybe a bit of like kind of thrash and like deathy type.
That's a good way of describing
it's
it.
It's kind of a bit of a mishmash of lots of different things.
You're definitely quicker than doom for most of your songs, and there's definitely a trashy element to it, but slower than trash.
Yeah. So when I joined the band, the kind of singer was like, well, yeah, it's just slowed down thrash is kind of some of it.
That's fitting.
But I think the fun thing for us is just like throwing lots of different ingredients in the mix.
See what comes out.
Yeah.
How was the gig with Epimetheus?
That was really good. We had a blast, basically. I think when you get to open up and there's already kind of a big crowd there, that's really special. And I think performance-wise, we all felt really good. So, and it's, kind of having gigged for basically 2 years now.
Yeah.
I think we can like look back and feel quite a big difference in terms of just feeling confident on stage and
reception you're getting from the crowd and interaction.
Yeah. So it's that's really nice. Yeah. And I guess we're kind of, as mentioned, working on some new material. So it's like always a good opportunity to actually try out new stuff live. So we got to play some more recent songs as well, which is fun. Yeah.
Will we hear more new stuff on Temple of Doom?
Yeah, I think there'll be a couple new songs in the set list at least. So yeah.
How long is this the full lineup, or is there more to be announced? Or?
That's it. So it's 8 bands. That's the full lineup. So it should keep you pretty entertained from 3 p.m. until close.
Absolutely,
so, yeah. That's basically all we could fit in, I think. Yeah.
Are doors at like 2:30 or 2 or earlier? Or?
Yeah. Well, so doors will be basically 3, and the first band starting probably 15:15, something like that.
Okay.
So it'll be kind of get in quick.
Yeah.
So yeah.
They all sound awesome, to be fair.
Yeah, really, really excited that we managed to kind of get all these bands and that they're coming to play our event. Yeah, it's really, really exciting.
And they've all said yes, and it's all booked in, and the flyers are out, and promotions are going well.
Nice opportunity for these bands as well to be able to be playing with Dead Witches, obviously Electric Wizard, ex-members. Like, that's huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of one of the ideas for us as well. It's like, give a proper platform for kind of up-and-coming Bristol bands. And
for someone who's been on the scene a long time to kind of go, actually, these guys are really good.
Yeah. And it's I think, nice when, just getting maybe a bit more kind of professional level production and everything, and just like getting to play in a kind of big event like this. It's
a good sense of community, right?
Yeah. And I feel like, there's just a really good scene in Bristol, actually. Loads of good bands.
Absolutely.
I kind of am constantly seeing news about new bands forming. And so anything we can do to kind of basically help grow that and support it and showcase it. And
exactly. Our point as well.
Yeah.
Support local, 100%.
Yeah. And like, you know, it's kind of, there's not just London in terms of, you know, UK metal and whatever.
I think Bristol's pretty big in the scene, to be honest.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of good venues. As I said, there's a lot of bands. And, you know, there seems to be an appetite for lots of kind of variants. We got Doom, we got Hardcore. Hardcore's quite big here.
Yeah, it's huge.
You know, you've got Metalcore, it's quite big. Punk is obviously big. But I mean, yeah, you've got Rage and Death Metal and everything. So, like, there's definitely an appetite for it. On that note, can bands that maybe listen to this get in touch with you?
Yeah, I mean, we're always keen to hear from new talent or just anyone who's interested. So it's not a guarantee that we'll be able to put you on a lineup or anything, but yeah, do reach out. So the way to do that, probably the easiest, would just go on Instagram at Witchstalker Promo, send us a message or tag us in something, and
do they need to send you any audio or anything, or you can do your own research? Or
yeah, I mean, ideally, if you've got electronic press kit, EPK kind of thing, so bands will quite often put together you know, a little document with links to all of their kind of music and bio and things. That is quite a good thing to do, kind of, rather than just like a message saying check us out. If you've actually got an EPK, that's something that we can put on our database, and then we just can look at that for future events.
Cool. So Instagram is the best way to get you.
Yeah. So, and our email address is on there as well. So
cool. Very good. Bit of a random question, because you're getting some big names booking now, and you've only been doing this for a year, you said?
Yeah, probably a year and a half.
Have you ever been starstruck yet? Have you come across a band and went, oh my god, it's this guy?
No, I mean, I might be, you know, at Temple of Doom too, when kind of dealing with some of the bands. But I mean, to be honest, what really strikes me working with bands is, you know, they're just like really nice people that I enjoy kind of hanging out with. So yeah, I think
that's a general metal trait, isn't it? It's people like playing music and hanging out.
Obviously, it's not always the case with everyone, but you know, my kind of people I've interacted with so far, it's like very little in the way of like massive egos or things that you might associate with kind of musicians sometimes. But I haven't experienced that. It's just more like new friends. So
bit of a community and people happy to play some good music. So
yeah.
Totally down with that. That's the way it should be. None of this Axl Rose bollocks.
Yeah.
Jen's gonna slap me.
No.
If I said Duff, that would have been a different problem, mate.
No, he's probably an asshole as well. They're different. They're real. they're not local scene. They've lost the core values of.
I don't think they even know where they're from anymore. But on the whole, not starstruck thing, but what's the kind of weirdest thing you've seen from either a band or crowd from what you set up?
Gosh.
Or any stupid, like, crazy, like, something that happened, they're like, I can't believe that just happened. Because there's always usually random crap that happens.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of...
no one dressed as Pikachus or...
Yeah, no, I haven't seen anything like... I mean, you know, Doom crowds tend to be on the tamer side maybe sometimes. I mean... yeah, I'm kind of drawing a blank there. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine. No problem. I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah.
If you don't have a story for it.
Come back to me next year and we'll see.
After Temple Doom.
Yeah.
See how what we do to it. Why do I have a brick?
Yeah.
What's next for Witchstalker Promotions then? What's the future hold?
Yeah, so I think, I mean, the big next thing is just getting over Temple of Doom and kind of making that a success this year. But, you know, we're kind of already thinking a bit about next year and what that's going to look like. So I'm not going to reveal anything yet. But, yeah.
But you're in talks with bands, maybe?
Well, I'm not going to say, but we've got some really, really exciting ideas. And so kind of basically the plan is for Temple of Doom to be kind of a yearly thing.
A big Doom festival in Bristol.
And that's something potentially we'd like to grow and really kind of put Bristol Doom scene on the map, kind of make it a big thing. I think there's an appetite for it, and if we can get the right bands to help kind of grow that.
So it's definitely an appetite for it.
Yeah. I mean, we were quite impressed last year with the response to the first Temple of Doom, and it was basically a collection of kind of underground, not very well known bands outside of the scene, and yet we kind of drew quite a good crowd, and kind of people seemed to be having quite a good time, and we got lots of really good feedback. So it kind of gave us the confidence to go on
bigger and
with this.
better for this year. I like it. Do you plan on doing smaller events as well, or are you going to focus on the big all-day or kind of festival style?
Yeah, so I think that Temple of Doom will kind of be our main event for the year going forward, but we'll do smaller kind of gigs and events kind of in between as a way to kind of keep our aura in. Yeah.
Is the Bristol promoter scene big? Because I know you said that it starts with bands kind of doing it themselves. There's a lot of bands in Bristol. Are you finding a lot of kind of competition or like presence of people going, oh no, we are with this people or in that? Or?
I think there's definitely a lot of promoters in Bristol, but maybe not necessarily in kind of the specific area we are. So I think there was potentially a bit of a gap in the market for kind of a Doom specific. Although there's a few kind of others who are maybe more like kind of on this like sludge or
like sludge Sundays that are here.
So we got quite a good response when we kind of announced we were doing Witchstalker Promotions and lots of bands reaching out. So it did feel like there was an appetite for that.
Nice.
But again, I feel like it's a very kind of collegiate type atmosphere. I've not experienced kind of people saying, oh, we only work with this promoter or that kind of thing. It feels more like collaborative. And if I see another promoter putting on an event, I'm like excited and I want it to succeed, because success kind of
support the local scene, support the roots.
It's good for everyone, if people are going to gigs and supporting
good for the band, good for the venues, good for the scene.
I think that's a real good thing that we've got in Bristol in general as well, like bands and promoters. It is just cheering each other on. Like there's you don't have much beef in Bristol, do you know what I mean?
Which is good, considering there's a lot of choice of venues and bands and everything else, but there doesn't seem to be that kind of negative beef, is there? Whereas I guess if you're more restricted and there's only one venue or two venues, it probably gets a bit more, no, you can't come here, or yes, you can, or it shouldn't be that way. But
very, very interlinked and very supportive of all of it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think anyone has come across a business that they want to fail, like, be it promoting, be it venues, it's generally, as long as we get people out and you're making money, it's good, right? So, supporting the bands and supporting the scene, I think everyone should do it. It's it's awesome. I'm kind of starting to run out of questions. We got through 3 pages of them.
So prepared.
I know, right?
Tom's question corner.
I need to start writing little jingles for all my corners. So we've got a album review corner, I've got metal news corner, I've got question corner, random news corner. It's always corners. Because I guess, I don't know why it's corners. Could be circles. I think that is actually it for me. Unless Jen, you have any other thoughts or questions or you would like to ask?
I don't know if I've got questions. I just think it's really cool that obviously the first Temple of Doom has done so well that you're able to do the second one. Like, that's such a cool achievement.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks. We're super excited. So hope to see as many people as possible there.
So everyone, where can people get tickets?
Yeah, just
should have probably said that.
Head First basically is the kind of go-to place. So just go on Head First, search for Temple of Doom. It should show up. It's 15 quid advance or 19 on the door. So bargain if you ask me.
Absolutely.
That I was gonna say.
Kind of for the caliber of bands. So I mean that's another thing. We're kind of quite keen to just make it as accessible to as many people as possible. So kind of, and it's like completely like DIY grassroots. We're kind of the ticket sales are going to kind of pay venue costs and bands and whatnot. So it's So head on over to Head First, get yourself a ticket, and we'll see you on 23rd of May.
Awesome. We shall see you there. We'll see you in the pits. Robbing bricks. I'm definitely going to catch you at some stage. You're going to go, I have a brick.
Don't. I'll forget about it by then, and I'll genuinely think that you are.
Why do you have a brick that you brought from home? I don't know.
Can you get one of those squishy bricks that look real?
What, like the movie brick?
Yeah.
I don't think I've got the resources to pull that off, but eBay probably has one.
Yeah, surely.
Yeah, a fake brick. Anyway, Dan, thank you very much for coming on with us. It's been really insightful. It's very different from what we normally talk about, but you are part of the backbone of the scene. You know, without promoters, gigs don't happen. So keep flying the flag.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
No problem at all. So I think we should go on to some of the gigs coming up, as we have a promoter here. Might be interesting for you to hear about some of the bands. You may have seen them, you may like them. Chime in if you want to, or if not, just go, yeah, they sound good. Right, so Jen, if we go from the 7th of March to the 21st.
Yes.
My eye just went blurry. I'm kind of going blind. That's fine. Carry on.
Friday, the 7th of March. This one is not in Bristol. It's at the OVO Arena in Wembley. You can go see Powerwolf, Hammerfall, and Windrose.
I really want to see Windrose.
I have not heard of any of these bands, actually.
Really?
Yeah. They're giving power metal. Are they power metal?
Symphonic power metal, yeah.
Okay.
Windrose, you need to check out a song called Diggy Hole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, did we touch on this last episode? We might have.
Yeah, we tend to overlap the first few just so people are aware.
However, if you are in Bristol, you can go to Shreddenham's. You should also go to Shreddenham's because it's just really fun. It's just a fun place to go.
I walked past that the other day, and I know I've said numerous times in this, like, where is it? And you're like, Stevenham's. Yeah. And for some reason, in my head, I thought it was Marks and Spencer's, which is now the kind of hippie, they're selling you every kind of thing in there.
Yeah.
And every time I was like, I can't believe they're putting a gig on here. That's really weird. And then I walked the other side of the building and went, oh, yeah, this makes more sense.
Yeah. They do, however, put events on at Sparks. I went to go see some wrestling there. They have like an upstairs bit that they've just turned into like a big event space. Probably not for gigs. Wrestling was fun though. Anyway, Shreddenham's all day, Saturday the 7th of March. You can see. So here it says Headplant and Gorham. I'm assuming they're two different bands.
Yes. The ad is for the other band.
Because they're both sludge?
I couldn't find out what Headplant was named as.
Fair enough.
They're
anyway,
high up the billing and just couldn't find that none of them.
You can see Headplant. You can see Gorham, who are sludge. You can see Anxiety Chord, who, again, I don't know how to describe them. That's Russ's band, if anyone knows Russ. You can see In Vain, who are hardcore. You can see Dosed, who are hardcore. Priest Crippler, who are grindcore. Peace Lily, Big Gay Neve. Big Gay Neve.
I'm surprised she's okay with that. That's like 5 episodes that we've called her out on that now.
Yeah, it's her name. Peace Lily are hardcore. You can see Lifebreaker. You've got members of Zycha. Is Zycha how you say it, isn't it? And Cryptbreaker.
So that should be fun.
Should be fun. You've also got Empire of Dust.
Ooh.
So I guess we're going to this.
Yeah.
Again, who are apparently Sludge Doom. Again, can you really put them into a little bracket like that? Mutilated State, who are hardcore punk. Oh, they've been going a while, haven't they?
Mutilated State is one that Paul from...
Yes, Purple.
Yes.
Yes.
He's quite fond of.
And Vicarage, who are blackened hardcore.
I like blackened hardcore when it's done properly.
Have we seen Vicarage yet?
No. They've been on a lot of billings recently.
Yeah, we need to definitely check that out.
Pre-Scrippler, I'm hearing good things of as well.
Yes, no, they are good. I think they released an EP semi-recently, I think.
Did they?
I'm sure it was. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I don't know. I need to keep more notes. You know,
it's hard. There's a lot of bands.
To a lot of bands. You get confused.
On that, I should probably apologise to Augmentia after the last Metal to the Masses, because I described them as Tesseract, and I put that up in the socials that they were like Tesseract. They are not. I got the band completely arspace. They're not at all like Tesseract. They're more like Architects.
Ah.
which is much better. So sorry about that, Augmentia. Yeah, that was my bad. I don't know what I was drinking.
Music is subjective, you know. You
Yeah.
can describe things as you hear them.
But yeah,
Cool. But then, yeah, also on Monday, the 9th of March at
That's
the
my birthday.
Exchange. It's your birthday. It's Tom Falvey's birthday. Everyone
Yeah.
say happy birthday to Tom.
you can buy me pints. I'll probably be in the Griffin. Oh, it's a Monday. They're closed. Damn it. I won't be in the Griffin.
But you can go and see Lost Society, who are alt metal / groove. They are playing at the Exchange.
Which supports to be confirmed, but it's getting a bit close to it for not being confirmed at this stage. So
Yeah,
I'm guessing they've had a bit of a nightmare and bands pulled out.
possibly. Who knows? Then I'm just going to keep going because I've got it up.
That's what he said?
Yeah, I guess that is what he said. That came out terribly.
Also, we've been talking a lot, so yeah, crack on.
Okay. Yeah, Thursday, the 12th of March, you can go to the Thunderbolt and you can go and see Fever Jewel, who are alt rock, Getaway, who are Bristol metalcore, and the Limia, who are Bristol pop punk.
I'm going to put a thing out there. I don't think the Thunderbolt is closing.
I don't know. They've had loads of
had gigs on for months and months now. Like,
Who told us it was closing, though?
I don't know. But we've definitely been saying for months and months it's been closing.
Did you just dream it one day?
Maybe. I woke up and went, Thunderbolt, that's closing, yeah? Yeah, definitely. I don't know. It seems not to be because they're definitely holding a lot of gigs. And it seems like a weird thing to do if you were on the way out, like to just put on a whole heap of gigs.
Yeah, I think we must have either been lied to or we've just made that up really randomly.
Someone's sitting in their room going, ha, got him again, bastards.
And Friday the 13th of March.
Well, that's a great day.
That is a great day, and I think everyone here is probably going to have a difficult time choosing which one to go to.
But also Friday the 13th, you know,
Yeah.
and Jason Voorhees and...
Yeah.
On my own? Fine, cool.
I
Continue on.
don't know if there was something I was supposed to respond with then.
No, just, metal, woo!
Oh, yeah.
13, Friday, yeah.
So
bad luck and all
scary
that.
Friday 13th day. So, at More Beer, you can go and see Black Shape, who are Sludge Noise, Nash, who are Bristol Sewer Sludge,
They describe themselves as sewer sludge, but it's more like noise sludge, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very...
Yeah. They recently just did a photo shoot in a sewer, though, if that helps. So maybe that's why they're called sewer sludge.
Oh, that must have been a bit... this is a great idea until you get to go, oh, fucking hell.
It actually doesn't smell that good down here.
This is not as cool as I thought it was going to be.
I mean, also would not put it past them to just be fully fine going into a sewer, to be honest, but whatever. But yeah, Row of Ashes are playing, so that they are Bristol post-hardcore sludge, and Tharsis, who we have described here as space rock.
Didn't you mention Tarsus? Or have you put him on before?
Well, so I've definitely seen them before. I don't think we've put them on, but yeah, they're really good. Very kind of space rocky, with good use of samples and kind of just
Kind of
very
psychedelic
vibe
kind of vibe. Yeah.
So yeah, they're fun to check out.
Cool. And then on that same day, Friday 13th, you can go to the Dame and you can see Cryptbreaker, who are Bristol black and hardcore, Urine Mask, which is a brilliant name, Bristol hardcore, Plague Pit, who
Love that name.
Plague Pit, they're brilliant. They had a really cool album release like sometime last year. They are neurotic death hardcore apparently, and Blunt Impact, who are heavy hardcore. So
Absolutely excellent Blunt Impact. They will smack you in the face. Heaviness. They are...
that's a serious lineup. But then we also have at the Griffin, aka the best pub in Bristol, we've got...
laugh it is.
It's just funny that we always say it. That's what...
Should be on our t-shirts, right?
Yeah.
We need t-shirts.
So I think this gig has been postponed to this date. So we have Infested Angel, who are Blackened Death, Desecrator, who are Melodic Death, and Ascaria, who are Death Doom.
I think I'll be Griffin in that night.
It is a tough one. These are all 3 real good gigs.
In my years on this world, I think my favourite genres are probably melodic death or blackened death.
Yeah.
They just tickle the right parts of me. They're just ferocious, but you can still understand everything that's going on. Like, it's just, yeah. So whenever I see a tag like that, I'm like,
I know what you mean.
But they are very good days. It's a shame when there's really good gigs on across multiple venues, because someone's going to lose out. But yes, anywho, 14th. Isn't that not Valentine's Day? Was it Steak and Blowjob Day?
What?
The male equivalent of Valentine's Day, apparently. It was obviously made up
month
by...
after Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Steak and blowjobs, apparently.
Who made that up? That sounds like a fucking...
It was definitely made up by a man, obviously.
That sounds like a...
Oh, I have to buy you pink balloons and teddy bears and chocolates on 14th of February. Well, on the 14th of March, you can buy me steak and... Apparently, I don't know.
That sounds like a South Park episode.
It does, doesn't it? That's probably how it originated as well.
Anyway, on...
if you're not doing those things,
on
you
the
can...
most... 14th, Saturday the 14th of March, which is just a normal day... There's 3 gigs that you can go to. So you can come to the Griffin and you can see One Machine, who are heavy metal. Very, very cool band.
Also member of Nevermore, Testament, and what's the other band?
I don't remember, but yes.
Yeah. It's your equivalent of Dead Witches having, a big person in there.
Yeah.
So I think they're new band, I want to say.
What, One Machine?
Yeah.
No, they've been going a long time.
I hadn't come across them before.
They've they've been going at least 10 years because the guitarist Jamie, he was my tutor at uni.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, very cool. They played Bloodstock last year.
Did they?
Yeah, they played the main stage, but they were like opening the main stage on one of the days.
Ah.
Yeah. I was really annoyed that I missed them because I had to go and find my friend.
Yeah. Well.
Priorities,
Yeah.
got to get the girlies together. Anyway, One Machine, heavy metal. Go watch them. We have... Do I just pronounce this as Kane?
I think so.
Kaine. Kane. Heavy metal... How do I say this word?
Nwabum. New wave of British heavy metal. I couldn't be arsed to write it down.
That makes perfect sense. And Endeavour, who are prog metal.
Which we'll be talking to a few days before.
Exciting. You can also go to Strange Brew and go and see Witch Fever, who are doom punk.
I'm pretty sure I saw them open for... Volbeat.
Oh, right.
Because remember I came on and I was like, they're pretty good. She wasn't wearing any pants. I'm pretty sure that was my takeaway. I'm pretty sure it's them. Because the other thing was like, there's so many bands with witch in it that, they could...
Yeah. And on that same Saturday, the 14th of March, you can go and see Bleed From Within, Disembodied Tyrant, and, how do I say this? Based.
Does it based or beast?
Based or Beast. B-A-E-S-T. They're playing at Electric Bristol.
I assume Mr. Ashby will be at him because Based was one of the ones he said is on his albums to check out over the new year. That's a killer lineup. I've been a big fan of Bleed From Within for many years. So that will be fun. I don't have a ticket of that yet.
And on Sunday the 15th of March. So, first off, Black City Records are having another art market. I think this one's like a female focus art market. I know my lovely friend Jamie is going to be there selling her wares. So definitely go check that out if you're into it.
An art market at Black City is presumably that's all alternative.
Yeah.
Just art, or is it kind of?
I don't know. I didn't go to the last one, so I'm not sure. But I'd imagine it's like also selling like merch and stuff, and like just checking out local artists. I think some of the artists maybe did like a talk on the last one as well. Not 100% because I didn't go, but
that could be quite fun.
Yeah, it's a cool thing to do. It's a nice little sense of community.
Absolutely, which Black City is all about.
Yeah. And yeah, gig wise at the Exchange, you can go and see. Andraka. Yes, I think that's how you say it.
It's a good enough guess.
Yeah, they are atmospheric black metal. You can see Plague Pit, who I spoke about just now, who are blackened hardcore death, and Verletzen, who are black metal.
That sounds like a Rammstein song, doesn't it?
Like a what song?
Rammstein song. That night sounds right up my alley, though. I like a bit of black metal.
Me too.
Especially when it's got blackened in it, or the atmospheric side of it. Straight up black metal's a bit meh, but...
Cool. And then on Monday, the 16th of March, it is Heat 4 of Metal to the Masses. So you can go and see World/Error, who are fusion metalcore.
Which is Dalen's band.
It is Dalen's band.
Other band.
Oh yeah, one of Dalen's many bands. You can go see Entropic Rot, who are deathcore slam, and we've spoken about on the podcast quite a lot. They're very cool.
They were at the last heat as well, going mental in the crowd.
Good. Support the other heats. I love
Absolutely, yeah.
You can go see Martyr Saint, who again we spoke about on the podcast before. I really like them. They are thrash crossover.
Don't you pierce one of them?
I did. He was very, very polite client.
Everyone else just tells you to fuck off and you pierce them.
Well, some people just stand out a bit more for like good reasons. Do you know what I mean? I think that's why I remembered who he was when I saw his band, because I was like, oh, I remembered you just being like just a nice client, Well,
there you go. And a good guitarist.
Yeah, excellent. I think he's guitar, isn't he? Yeah, excellent guitarist as well.
This is where he turns around and goes, I'm the singer. God damn it.
You can also see Disliken. Is that how you say it? I say this about every band. I'm like, Disliken.
I think Lycan being werewolf, right?
Ah, that makes sense. They're black metal. And John from Cargo Cult, who are sludge hardcore. I didn't realise half of these bands were actually on Metal to the Masses, unless it's changed lineup or unless I just don't remember. But that looks like a real good lineup, and that's at the Exchange. Also,
shout out to World Era, because they won their heat on the Underdog.
Oh, did they? Good for them.
They did. So that's very cool, getting to do Metal to the Masses and an Underdog.
Cool. And then on Thursday, 19th of March, you can go to Cafe Kino. You can go and see Held Under, who are Bristol metalcore. Brother, who are Brother. Brother. Bother. You guys just got a whole broken impression for no reason. Okay, you can go see Bother. That's a boring name. I like Brother better. Who are post.
Say it in the same style though. Say it in the same style.
Bother. Okay. They're post-hardcore. And you can see First Wake, who are emo post-hardcore.
I don't like that emo tag is starting to come back again. I thought that died a death.
Do you know what? I had a conversation with my friend today about that, about how emo's coming full circle and come back around.
I'm not happy about this.
I mean, I wasn't a fan of it back then. Who knows?
No,
maybe there'll be like a new wave of it getting more...
less sad and more heavy? Unlikely.
Well, then at that point, it's just not emo, really, is it? But... and you can go see Stiff Little Fingers, who are punk rock. They're playing at the O2.
That's a big name if you're into that scene.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact it's O2 as well. O2 doesn't strike me as a punk venue. Getting a big punk band to play there doesn't seem right.
I don't think I've ever been to a punk gig at the O2, No.
But they are big, so it's like, where else would you put them? Anywhere other than there, but, Hey-ho.
Cool. And then there's a very loud car horn going on. Sorry if you can hear that. Anyway.
And only that.
The next day, Friday, the 20th of March, you can go to Zed Alley and go see Oryx, who are Doom Sludge. Ren, who are Atmospheric Sludge.
I'm not sure what that tag means.
What
Atmospheric Sludge. I don't know how that works. I'm not sure that equates in my head.
Yeah, they seem to be kind of opposites in a way.
Yeah.
But be interesting to see how they make it work.
Absolutely.
And you can also see Bilecaster, which is another cool name. They are sludge.
I think they might be Bristol based.
I think so. We've definitely spoken about them before, right?
Yeah.
And then at the Griffin, you can see... Jesus Christ, how do I pronounce this? Sofrazine.
That's pretty good.
I'd say, yeah, Sofrazine maybe.
That sounds up your alley too.
Black and industrial. Oh, I am an industrial girly. You can
I said the black and tag always makes things better. So
you can see Grotty Scummers, who are Bristol Crust Grind. Again, a very good name for a crust band for sure.
yeah, what else would they be?
The Molehill Mangler, who are Sludge, and Harpoon, who are Techno Doomy Drone. That's at the Griffin. That looks really fun.
That's a very random mix of bands.
Yeah. Cool. And then last one that I'll do for this episode, you can again go to the Griffin and see Earthbound, who are progressive metal, Vanitas, who are symphonic progressive metal, and Crown Solace, who are symphonic metal.
Crown Solace are one of the bands that I stumbled across at Bloodstock. I was going through one of the small tint that's in the middle. What was the Jaeger stage? Not the Jaeger stage anymore.
Oh, it's a Red Bull one, isn't it? Is that what it's
EMP?
called? Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It was the Jaeger stage. I don't know if it is anymore. You know, it's just basically a small little tint. Wasn't planning to see him, but the guy just kind of, I walked past and went, that seems interesting. I'm going to go in. The guy's voice is insane, like incredibly high and angelic. Like, you would not think a man can produce that noise. Like, he is so high. Really good technical band, though. I really liked him. So it's pretty cool to see him on the circuit again, not just at a festival. So I'll probably come to that. Like my progressive metal too. Symphonic I'm not overly gone on. I find that, I know everyone's going to kill me in this, but a little bit samey. You kind of have a thing that you do, and you know, I know you could say that about every subgenre, but that one, I think if you put on a playlist of symphonic metal, you're going to struggle to know when the band changes.
It's okay, Tom, you don't have to like it.
I mean, yeah. Not my thing.
Just like you don't have to like Denzel Curry.
No one should like Denzel Curry. He's shit.
I like him. I also like ABBA.
I'll let you off with ABBA. They at least have some good music, but yeah.
A few episodes you didn't think that. A few episodes ago you're
in
like, why are you
comparison to
listening to
Denzel
ABBA?
Curry, they are like, you know, way up here. They've at least had number ones. I assume they've had number ones.
I'm sure Denzel Curry has as well.
Surely not. Surely not. So thank you, Jen, for seeing us through all the gigs that are coming up.
Oh my god, you're so welcome.
Everyone go buy tickets to all the amazing gigs and bands. Support local, support scene. Otherwise, people will stop playing, gigs, venues will close, and then you'll be complaining that there's no gigs. So, use it or lose it. Anywho, we shall do a bit of an album review because we missed it the last one, because what you couldn't hear is the bell from downstairs and Finn telling everyone to fuck off out of the bar, which meant that he was coming for us very soon, so we didn't have time to finish. Anyway, we missed the album review, so we're going to cover it now, and Dan's going to join us for it, because why not? It's hopefully a good album. So again, thank you, David, giving us this recommendation, which is Kreator's Krushers of the World. It's their 16th studio album, which kind of surprises me. It also doesn't surprise me, because Kreator have been obviously going for a long time. But when you say that, that's a lot of albums. Yeah. Like, it's a lot of albums to have released. So yes, this one's called Krushers of the World, with a K, for obvious reasons. If you don't know Kreator, you've been under a rock. Kreator fucking awesome. Classed as one of the big four of the German thrash scene. Up there with Sodom, Destruction, and who's the other one?
Tankard?
Yes. Good man. Well done. I knew there was more reasons we had you on. So yes, this one is 45 minutes long. It's got 10 songs, which are Seven Serpents, Satanic Anarchy, Krushers of the World. There's no way I can do the next one because it's in German. Trannenpalast. Close enough. Track 4. Here we go.
Track 4.
Barbarian, Bleed for Blood of Our Blood, Combatants, Psychotic Imperator, Death Scream, Loyal to the Grave. Should we start with the artwork?
We shall. The artwork. It looks like a Kreator album.
It does.
Which I like. I like the consistency, you know.
I only realised recently, so the image of it is it's this kind of demon mascot thing. It turns out that is their mascot. It's called Violent Mind. It's the Kreator symbol is that demon thing. But it's kind of more of a a spacey twist in it. It's kind of a bit of it's not just a straight up skull with piss and blood everywhere kind of thing, which is kind of funny because the music isn't really as heavy as the artwork would show. It's very kind of detailed in its description of it, really. It's got like a lot of occult symbolism in it. What I liked about it, even though it's got a bit of a cosmic kind of vibe to it, and I give this to the entire album actually, this album kind of feels like a little bit of a cap on their career, in the sense of, if you listen to the album, it's got stuff that basically goes into every album. They obviously have the symbol, but they've kind of modernized it, which kind of goes with where they are kind of thing. And I think it's quite fitting actually that they've got this kind of variation of their own mascot to kind of summarize that album, because it does kind of feel like the album feels like a bit of a homage to their own backline, you know. But anyway, sorry. Do you want to go through the artwork? I stole the show.
No, go. That's absolutely fine. But I was going to say, with the artwork, I almost don't know what's going on with it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, you can tell it's satanic, and you can tell it's some satanic things kind of in an overworld rather than in hell.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard to pinpoint.
There's like things coming through things, and yeah.
It's quite surreal, you know?
I totally agree.
Yeah.
It's sinister, but as you said, not kind of in hell sinister, but extra plain kind of sinister.
Yeah.
I really liked it. That was cool artwork. So yeah, do you want to hit us with some of your thoughts? Either of you? Dan, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I mean, I like the album. I think I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. I think, you know, like you said, 16th album, they're a band that's very long in the tooth. You don't kind of necessarily expect that much at this stage, and there are definitely thrash bands out there who are embarrassing themselves with recent releases. Not going to name any names, but so yeah, I think it was
the big four in the other side of the pond.
Yeah,
I'll name them Megadeth.
Okay, we're not mincing our words, but yeah. So I mean, it's definitely not an embarrassment, and actually, I think there's some real bangers on here.
Absolutely.
I really enjoyed listening to it, and I think it fits quite well within the, you know, kind of the, I guess, a modern Kreator sound. You know, they've I don't know, maybe past 3 or 4 albums, they've kind of established that sound of
melodic thrash, is how I describe it.
Basically melodic thrash. It's almost like power metal, but thrashier. I don't know.
I was kind of saying it's kind of like melodic death on the softer side, just with trashy vocals.
Yeah. So it's like that. So no kind of surprise there, but it's just like catchy choruses, good riffs, and like it's generally well executed. So I was, you know, kind of good impressions. We can get more into the songs in a bit, but yeah.
Jen, thoughts?
I mean, yeah, you've kind of hit the nail on the head there. I mean, again, I've also put it sounds like Kreator, you know, and I get like they've got the formula that they've got from other things, and just
it's,
you know,
what I liked about this is like the start of it sounds very modern Kreator, sounds very melodic death. If you replace the vocalist with a melodic death singer, which they did in fact, it becomes a melodic death album, right? But I like, as you go through it, it becomes a bit more of a tribute to the older early thrash as well. Like they have both in it, and it kind of blends really nicely. So what is it, Blood for Our Blood? I think in Combatants, Barbarian to some degree is very much an old school thrash kind of vibe to it. But they still have this kind of nice lead line going over the top to kind of modernize the older sound, but then the other half of the album is very much the newer sound. And I think that's kind of fitting with the album artwork too. I think it's a nice kind of throwback to where they came from, plus the sound they've developed over the years. It kind of gave me Hordes of Chaos kind of energy off of it, which is a fucking insane album, which is kind of the start of that new age sound that they were starting to do. Sorry, I keep talking.
No, please do. My notes are so bad. My notes just say snakes in human form.
I think
catchy, right?
oh yeah, that's the first song, isn't it?
It's a good opener.
It is.
Yeah.
It is an absolute belter of an opener. I think an unsung hero of this entire album is the rhythm section. Like the double bass, absolutely pounding, but the fills and stuff that they throw in when they need them, it really adds oomph to the kind of lead that's over the top of it. The bass player is doing exactly the same, which I think is if you were to isolate the tracks, you'd probably know what track it was just by the fills that they're putting in there, other than the fact it's pounding double bass at you. I really like that aspect of it. I thought it was something that doesn't get a lot of credit often, that the rhythm section is actually really good. Because if you took just the leads in this one, so obviously the Kreator sound has a lot of leads over the burst parts, they're not that complicated. Like it's a few note little melody that kind of goes over the top. But that's why I kind of think the rhythm section really drives this home. What else did I write down? Simple lead lines over the top of it. Excellent trashy riffs. It was quite perfectly balanced for me. Again, nothing's overpowering in it. His vocals, I don't know what his name is, but he's got a very trashy bark, and he's had that for years and years. Very monotone, very Kreator.
Yeah.
It's very distinctive, and it works perfectly. I mean, it's really, really solid. I couldn't help with this album then just bounce around. Every time I listened to it, it put me in a good mood. Like, it's just a feel-good, straight-up metal album, punch you in the face. You go, yes, I enjoyed listening to that. That was fun. I'm going to listen to it again. And I did, many, many times. I liked that they started bringing some of the melodic death I mentioned earlier, it's kind of my favourite genre anyway, into it. The fact that they got Britta Gorta from HORA, I don't know how to pronounce it, which is a melodic death band. A German band, so they're in track 4 that I can't pronounce neither. Track 3, Krushers of the World. If you put Anders from In Flames singing that, you have a kick-ass In Flames song. Straight up. Like, you wouldn't have to change it at all. Which, again, I'm happy about this. This is good.
I think Tom really likes this album.
I did. Only song I didn't particularly think fit, and it was a bit of a filler, was the last one. Loyal to the Grave. They could have cut that off of it. It wouldn't have made any difference to the album.
Oh, do you reckon?
Yeah, the rest of them up to that point I thought were absolutely fantastic, personally. But yeah, sorry, keep talking. What do you think?
Yeah, I think, so for me, the album starts off really strong. Like, the kind of first few tracks are really strong. It's like 1-2 punch. And then the title track actually is probably my least favorite track, just because it, like, the tempo kind of slows down. It's a bit more plodding. So it's... Yeah, I felt it killed a bit of the momentum that they kicked it off with. I think it's the case with basically all of Kreator's stuff. They're just better when they're faster.
Yeah,
and
true.
Yeah, so, but that could just be a personal kind of preference as well.
I agree.
I just want my thrash fast. And so, yeah, and then the other one, track 4, which Train and Palast, I don't know if you spotted, or the kind of melody at the beginning, which is like a reference to Suspiria, the movie, which is a really neat detail. So if you haven't seen Suspiria, you should definitely check it out. It's like an Italian horror film from sometime in the 80s, and it's got this iconic soundtrack from a band called Goblin, and that melody at the beginning is they basically took it from that, and so it's kind of
that's cool.
Last thing I had on my cards was like Kreator doing a thrash song about Suspiria and taking that melody, but they actually kind of take it and then incorporate it into the song, kind of with tremolo picking and stuff, and it's
make
really
it their
cool.
own.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So
that's cool
I really
touch.
liked that. Yeah, and yeah, I think and the vocals for me are just like one of my favorite parts.
Yeah,
it's just like, yeah, he doesn't have much kind of variation, but it's just super fun delivery. And yeah, I think the kind of only kind of thing I'm always, when I'm listening to Kreator, kind of thinking back to like their 80s albums, which probably are my favorite ones. So like, and that's, I listen to this and then re-listen to Pleasure to Kill, and it is like quite just like Pleasure to Kill is probably one of the most ferocious albums I've ever listened to. It's just crazy the energy it has, still today. But it's unrealistic really to expect a band who've been going for so long to kind of replicate that. And actually, they moved on from that sound so long ago.
I don't think they would have survived if they didn't move on.
Yeah.
Yes, they had absolute belters at the start, but to keep doing that, it gets a bit Anthraxy. It's they're just producing albums like, cool. I know it's going to be. You kind of instantly dismiss it.
Yeah, and I think their evolution is kind of part of what makes them really interesting as well. Like they have all these different sounds, and then they're able to do kind of like what you said, just incorporate different bits throughout the album.
But it still sounds like Kreator.
Yeah.
Judas Priest do that as well. Like if you listen through their history, they've now got faster, quicker, more leads over the top of stuff as well. And I'm all down for it. I think that's the future of thrash. I'm all in for it.
Yeah.
Jen, any other thoughts?
No, I don't think so.
What was your favourite song in it?
My favourite songs were Barbarian and...
That's a belter.
Yeah, and Psychotic
See, that one reminded me more of the actual old school vibe. Psychotic Imperator.
Yeah, just...
It's an old school name as well.
It is, yeah.
It's quite menacing, like the vocals, the breakdown section, like... I say breakdown section. It's not exactly a breakdown, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just had some. It had
the
some
bridge
nice
section.
riffs.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Pretty much everything on like every track on this album had something about it where I was like, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like those little moments you come back to. Like, I think that really helps. When like just having songs that stand out from one another, rather than it all just blending together, which is kind of. Can happen.
Absolutely. And it's a real shame when it does. That they could have made a brilliant record but it just blends together. You're like, meh, I got bored. Whereas this one, I liked that, as you said, each song was different enough to, you still knew it was Kreator, but you knew the song had ended, the next one started, kind of thing. And it wasn't just, well, we did this in the last song, so we're going to repeat the same formula and do the same, just with, half a key down. Dan, what was your favourite songs?
I think Satanic Anarchy.
That's one of mine too.
I quite liked it.
That absolute hits you in the face.
Yeah. It's just got super hooky chorus.
Yeah.
I could see myself chanting along to a gig,
absolutely.
No problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I was exactly the same. I put Satanic Anarchy up there. I would put Tranenplast Palace in there. Barbarian. And I really like Death Scream. Such a simple song. He just goes, Death Scream! And it's fucking carnage.
I think when you saw the name of the song, you're like, okay, he's just going to shout Death Scream, isn't he?
I'd have been disappointed if he didn't. So, yeah, I quite like that one. Would you go see Kreator live? That's a silly question. I mean, obviously the answer is yes. Right?
No. Yeah, I would.
I have seen Kreator live and they're fucking excellent. They bring the energy that they actually get through the album, to be fair. Like, they have a lot of energy in it, and live they do exactly the same. I love this album, to be honest. It was right up my alley. Out of 11, how would you rate it, Dan?
Out of 11?
That's the only scale that you can do, right?
I'm having to recalibrate.
You had it all down for 10.
Probably an 8.
Nice, solid.
Yeah.
Where would you dock it?
I think there's a few songs where they slow down the tempo too much for me, and it just doesn't work as well. I feel like I lose interest in those tracks. Yeah. But I think that's maybe kind of 2 or 3 of the songs out of 10. The 10. So that's kind of roughly. Yeah. The others I think are all have their memorable moments, very energetic. And kind of the musicianship on display is flawless.
Absolutely.
They're all really good. And it's just really nice seeing kind of an old school thrash band still kind of delivering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been well received, this one, because the last album was a bit piss-takey, and they kind of got a bit of a rap for it, and they were like, it's a bit... What are you doing here? Whereas this one, I think they redeemed themselves. Jen, out of 11?
I'm going to say 7.
Okay.
but mostly just on personal preference. Not even that there's anything wrong with the album. I just think that I like thrash metal. It's just not my main favourite type of metal.
Fair, yeah.
I'd definitely see him live. I'll definitely spin the record again, and I'll definitely put some into, my normal playlists.
And be happy when it comes back on.
And what, sorry?
And be happy when it comes back on.
Yeah, no, exactly. But yeah, it's just not my main sort of metal, so that's just more of like a personal kind of...
That's fair.
Yeah, but yeah, nothing wrong with the album, just, yeah.
I'm going to put it as a 10.
Ooh, almost
Thoroughly
an 11.
enjoyed it. Almost 11.
Why not an 11?
Because 11 was Blood Incantation's
Ah.
album last year, and this isn't quite that.
Okay.
But I think the only reason I would dock it, partially for what you said, not the one I would normally go to. Instead, I prefer the melodic death and kind of black and death anyway. Still excellent album. And the last song for me was a real anticlimax for the album. Like everything fit really well, and then this last one, it just felt like filler. Like if they ended on Death Scream, that would have probably pushed it to 11, to be honest. This will go into one of my albums for the end of the year. One of the best albums. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you, David. That was... I had already listened to it before he gave it to us, so I was like...
Yeah.
I know how this one's gonna go. I was quite excited when they released that one. I've been looking forward to it. So, yeah, 10 for me. Definitely see them live. They're currently in the UK. They might be finished now, but only did a few dates. None in Bristol,
Yeah.
which is a shame. As I said last episode, this seems to be happening a bit. Bands are announcing they're doing a UK tour, and then there's like 2 dates, and Bristol is missing out.
Mm-hmm.
But we now have the arena, which has been named.
It has. What was it? Aviva Arena.
Aviva, yeah.
Aviva Arena.
Which apparently make it the 2nd or 3rd biggest in the country.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's going to compete with the London Wembley.
Oh.
So, and I think it's only Manchester after that that's the next biggest one. So that'll really be a statement. So that'll be fun. The fact it's got
next Temple of Doom then.
Exactly. Opens 2028, you can have Temple of Doom there. Yeah, why not?
When would that be? Temple of Doom 4?
Yeah. Definitely. We'll see.
You heard it here first. Temple of Doom 4 at the new arena.
Come on, Aviva, start your stuff out. We've the promoter here. It'll be good. One last question, and then we can stop. Let's say for Temple of Doom, I don't know, 5, 6, when you've really gone to the moon, what is your dream lineup? Top 2, 3 bands, no particular order, that you, if you could book, you're like, absolutely, hell yeah.
Yeah, gosh, that's a good question. There's a few that come to mind. One is maybe like a selfish choice, just like a band I really want to see.
Yeah.
The Sword.
Oh, they're awesome.
Kind of, they're awesome, but they've kind of started doing more stuff recently, so I think might have a chance of getting them. But yeah, they're based in Texas, so obviously it's quite
a bit harder. Yeah,
quite hard, expensive getting them over. Let's see who else.
That's a good start. That's a solid choice.
Yeah, I mean, I love Electric Wizard, so kind of putting on a Doom show like headlined by them would be pretty epic.
Yeah.
I love High on Fire as well. I think they would be a pretty awesome headliner, kind of different vibe.
Not quite doomy though.
Yeah, they've kind of got that edge, because like Matt Pike, the guitarist from Sleep, so he's kind of got the tone and everything, but he's just like taken that and applied Motorhead to it, basically.
Which is a good combo.
Yeah, it's a good combo. Yeah, and I mean another band that is kind of been in the news a lot recently or in the Doom news, is Acid Bath, who are kind of a big sludge band from the 90s who've reunited. So that's really exciting. They're playing in Manchester.
I was just going to say, I think they're playing in Manchester sometime this year.
So, but it's just a one-off show, so I don't know what the deal is there. Probably basically a promoter was like, yeah, this is my dream band, I'm going to book them.
Hope for the best.
Yeah. And but yeah, they got to Manchester Arena and sold it out. So
that's pretty cool.
So we could do that at the Aviva Arena.
Yep.
Yeah, we're waiting for the call.
Love it. We just need to build the arena first, but it's getting there. I drive past it every day because I work on site, so it's getting there. So yeah, I think that brings us nicely to the end. Dan, thank you very much for joining us. It was a pleasure having you.
Yeah, it's been good fun. Thanks a lot.
Best of luck with everything Doom related and promotion related, and I am looking forward to seeing how you go, and I'm looking forward to Temple of Doom. It's going to be mega. Everyone buy your tickets, go on head first, buy your tickets, support local, support Dan, he's a good bloke, we like him. So yeah, thank you Jen, thank you Dan,
Thank
you
you,
Mr. Ashby, thank you David, thank you everyone who listens and watches and points comments and everything and makes beer and all good things. Anyway, I'm rambling, goodbye, we'll see you in the pits.